Hello there, internet. Hello there, YouTube. Pardon me. I just need to click some buttons and pardon me. Okay, sorry about that. Just concluding some business. Anyway, let's get in there. Let us not mess around with these delays and general sort of faffing. We got an intro to play.
Let the games begin.
Indeed, and we have some Bluntsman to play. The Bluntsman is pretty fun. Probably the most fun way to just kind of get in there and I can't speak. I'd be too OP if I could. It's a just you know what? I can't speak. You know what? Let's just go in with the pubs and see how we go. It is what it is. Anyway, so the thing with this build is, you got a shotgun, and if you don't, I wasn't talking, Alicia. Go on, go on. All right. Anyway. Oh, okay. I thought I could get a word in there, but.
Search every nook and cranny. I'll provide whatever guidance I can, so you'd better listen. Once you have it, sound the horn to alert the town.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, this thing is surprisingly good at dealing with specials. Is it going to snipe a gas rat across the map? No. Will it stagger a Rattling gun? From a long way away? Yes. Magnifique. So yeah, surprisingly good at dealing with elites, and when you have that ammunition, you can always kite Horde into a choke. It's also very good at dealing with assassins. But you see that? It kills the gas rat. That's not even that bad. And obviously it's devastating against leeches because of their enormous hitbox. And destroys plague monks, destroys maulers. And if you just get a horde in a spot like this, you can just Shadow Realm it completely. And this is... Yeah, we kind of wasted a lot of shots before the real horde had actually arrived, but... But yeah, I mean, all round, the shotgun is pretty decent. Managing the reloads is a pain in the butt, but if you just want to get into some Huntsman and play some Huntsman, it's pretty decent. It's not good against Storm Fiends, but it actually does pretty good work against the unarmored monsters. So, like a troll, you can just kind of walk right up and get a full, get its head, the whole head in this crosshair, and it will take a chunk. And of course, you have the halberd, which
You stink stronger than you try. I'll give you one for free. Hogger, that's disgusting.
okay.
Assassin rat dead. Gulliver reckless.
Yeah, I get lost so bad in this part of the map.
Yeah, that ratling's done for. Oh, slap that black rat. It's an ambush. Probably. He's down.
It's going to be another one of those things where it's like
Bloody black rat.
against bots, or with bots, it kind of sucks to play because
Where does your god next, One Eye?
bots are almost like
I'm busy. I've something special to prepare for this.
scripted to grief anyone who wants to use a ranged weapon. Like,
Tucker, don't make a juicy target for the blades. All stand the gun. Another hammer.
this is disgusting how little these bots are actually doing. Like, this horde has just been going on and on and on and on. Like, can they kill stuff? Please?
Here, that's a storm vermin.
Man. Bots suck so bad. So I know I will often say, you know, like they make it harder than if they weren't there, and it's actually like it's true because let me put it this way: if there's a horde and I'm solo and I run back this way, the entire horde only follows me. It will string into this choke, and will just delete it. Now, does it require some mechanical precision, timing, pathing, blah blah blah? Yeah, of course.
Gave us flavor. Got the hook rat.
But like this sort of stuff, where just rats just randomly like running past you and everything just kind of like messy garbage everywhere. You could never get like, you know, like there's never like a clear sight line. It doesn't matter where you go. That sort of stuff, like it doesn't happen without bots on your team or bad human players.
Another leak down. Go on. Hit me harder.
River! If I guess that I'm gonna lose my bet.
It's perfect. Don't you? You know how she doubles up.
Like bots just don't kill anything. Like, and when I say they don't, I mean it's like no matter how bad the numbers look, I promise you the reality is worse. Why am I getting like aimbotted through stealth? It's because the bots are pulling them into my hitbox, and this is what I mean when I say the bots are genuinely like dangerous liabilities. I could have died there.
Shot.
Is it the right way? Who knows? Certainly not you lot. Take a look anyway.
bomb here. Call your target. I'm on hunt. Oh, Thornbury, dick. Fuck.
Okay.
No shortage of death. I hear something. Gas rat. Gas rat.
Light leech flirting with me, guys.
Look, a warrior rat.
Thanks, Carillion.
Warrior rat. Leech got ringing. Kill it quick. Take fucking fire.
It's like she altered in front of me to kill one thing and then immediately just like held block and ran behind me. This is what I mean by like the bots aren't just like, it's not just that they don't help you.
Curse Lona and the second-rate scrolls. There shouldn't be any chaos worshippers here.
They hurt you, they fuck you up. And in this like really, I don't even know how to explain it, like this really like horrible way.
He also blind. That's Thornbury's fine.
And it's one of those things where it's like, look, human players cause a lot of problems. But because human players kill stuff, they also solve problems. And the difference between, like, no matter how bad the stat line, as I say, no matter how bad the numbers look, I promise you the reality is actually worse. Because most of what the bots do in terms of, like, the kills that they get, they're getting, like, all three like, you see what I'm saying? Like, the only time they attack is when there's, like, three of them mashing into, you know, they were all sitting inside of each other's hitboxes, just staggering and bapping, and, you know, and then they'll start just, like, putting in some attacks when they feel like it's 100% safe. Whereas, like,
Gun rat. Piss on that rattling anyway.
The weed holds me back.
I'm surprised you can stand without it. Not help.
like, when I say the bot, like, see what I mean? The bots were just, like, running away from this unarmored horde. That it's like, I would kill it very easily myself, but I don't want to hit the barrel. And again, it's one of those things where it's like,
Oh, teeth. Kill the gas rat.
you know, humans don't really cover you when you're running an objective, and they don't necessarily help you when you're running an objective. So the fact that bots don't really like run the objective, I don't. It's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Let's feel it. There is a spark of magic in the air.
because I don't think that bots should necessarily be... Like, you could very, very easily make bots that are better than the average player, but, you know, I don't think they should be. But see, things like that, like, when you're by yourself, Blightstormers aren't dangerous at all, because the Blightstormer has to peek you to cast a spell at you. Whereas the Blightstormer can peek the bots to cast a spell, and then the spell can come around a corner and fuck me. See? I can't even highlight. He's not even peeking me. He's peeking the bots. And it's like, the storm should be helpful because it's the easiest thing in the world to just walk and let the horde run into it. But they don't. They kite the horde over towards the Blightstormer. Like, this is what I mean when I say the bots make the game harder in like 50 ways. They make the game easier in literally one way. And that's allowing you to allowing you to basically play the game without having to worry about like an assassin just randomly teleporting on top of you and causing you to see a game over screen. And when I say randomly teleporting on top of you, I fucking mean it. And I have that shit on video now. Like, no one can dispute it with me. Like, there can be no get good. I have so many clips of like, I will literally be in a room where there are no locations where specials can spawn, and I hear an assassin, and then the assassin is just on top of me. Like, there's no jump screen, there's no sound, there's no nothing, and there's no ledge it could have pounced me off. Like, I'm literally in a featureless room with 2 doorways.
Keep your guard up. That's a warrior. Reckon I'm done for.
Jeez, I just got absolutely wrecked by that Chaos Warrior.
Black one. Those are better exposed.
This whole district has too much magic sloshing around.
Oh my god, Carillion! Like, she's literally rotating in front of me to stay in front of my crosshair for as long as possible. But yeah, that's literally it. That's the only reason to play with bots in this game, is because assassins are such complete garbage. Like, I mean, I can be in this room here looking at this door, and I can hear an assassin sound cue, and then suddenly I hear like, and I'm just like, there's an assassin on me. Because somehow he like bounces through here, bounces off the wall, and then I don't know. Like, I genuinely, I don't know. They literally just teleport on top of you sometimes.
I
But one of the things that the Bluntsman is quite good at is, as I say, dealing with assassins, hook rats, leeches.
That's a gas rat.
You know, surprisingly decent at dealing with gas rats. Surprisingly, as we saw. You know, you're not sniping them across the map.
A warrior rat. I'll have it. Assassin rat. Assassin's dead. There'll be more. Look, a warrior rat. Oh, door burning, is it? Fine. A warrior rat. I'll have it. Gas rat.
It's a good thing I have a shotgun and want to like run in front of them, you know?
Failed gas rat.
Because you couldn't use it otherwise. They just don't let you. It's so ridiculous.
Bloody black rat. Right here. Give me a good shot. I'm still standing. Do it proper.
But yeah, if it's just you, all you do is walk backwards. It kites everything into a line,
I died. Return
and then you just absolutely obliterate it.
Can you still fight? Here, that's a walk fast thrower.
Yeah, we want to get in here.
Watch him there, mates. This is how it's done. Warrior rats.
I hear the pale queen.
You're in a bad way. First bloody fly. You are needed, Elf. You must not die. King Tom.
This little spell is the intelligent light, daughter. So many spells. This will test your endurance levels.
Dad, let your power winds. Speed your soul to die in a single burst of Zardoom. Kill that fire. Find that cursed flight stormer. He can't be far.
But yeah, it's like a human being who actually kills stuff. Hold on a second.
Come on then, you blackbird bastard.
Nice ice skating. More wonderful ice skating.
Hey, there's a spot of ale here.
That's great. We don't get the heals because the bot fucking booped me down.
The storm. I test my barometer. Another battle, another.
They picked up the. I hate them so much.
Suffering wherever I tread, and none of it at my hand.
Healer's kit. That, my young beardling, as you'll plainly see, is why you never trust an elgie who clings to a tree. Let's get out of here. Don't vermin. There they go. Let's give them a welcome. Beggars won't see me.
Brush your nerve now. We're not here to play stab the next act, Sworn.
Oh, slap that black rat. I'll give you one for free. You'll get scattered. The also black. Black one.
Damn, I didn't realize I have so little ammo. The only thing I can do is like ult and hope to get some back.
Bloody clover
They're just losing to one rattling. But like they refuse to not peek it.
Beach incoming! Gas rat incoming! Keep back! Poison rats trying to blow!
Ran you close, didn't they? I must have missed.
I've had less smooth runs of that game, of that end event, with like human players, and I went into that with like very little ammunition. Part of it, I think, is I am getting a little bit better at playing with the bots. It's like, as much as they frustrate me because I understand what they're doing to some extent, which makes it, you know, somewhat predictable, somewhat usable. But yeah, hopefully that was a decent little exhibition of Bluntsman gameplay, as they call him. And as I say, he's just not bad. Like, it's a really pretty decent way to play Huntsman. Like, you know, that's like, obviously you're gonna have tremendous amount of damage with bots because the bots don't do shit. So you know you have to pick up all the slack. But not all careers are equal with that. If I were to go and play like a Stagger Foot Knight or something, I could genuinely, and I've done it, have less damage than this Handmaiden bot. Because, you know, suddenly I'm the one staggering everything and now the bots are attacking it. And I'm not really hurting it that much. You know, and careers that do, in my experience, in a relatively like sort of brisk run, and that wasn't a particularly quick run, but it's a slower map. But in a relatively kind of brisk run through of like a legend map, if you're doing like 20, 21k, 20k plus damage, in my experience, that's pretty decent. That's like Greatsword Kruber, it's like Halberd Foot Knight, it's a Ranger Vet if you're getting a lot of fire bombs, you know, like careers that I know for a fact are good and can do work and like genuinely like get those green circles even when you're playing with pubs. And this guy is on the list. I mean, look at this, 124 elites. That's crazy. And like, I get it. We take a little bit of time on that map, but you know, it's a DLC map. It's a tougher map, and you know, tremendous amount of horde kills. Not all of them are even ranged. Like, it's the fact that like I'm telling you, a big chunk of it is this. This thing is good on Huntsman. Like, if you take this tusk or spear thing on Hunt, like you're just crazy. There's no reason for it over the halberd. I mean, a little bit more stamina, yeah, okay. But then the push attack is kind of needed to clear horde until you have Swift Slaying up and can do these two. And I can promise you, this and into this is less safe than just block cancel into light or push into light. That is way safer. That will also do something to stagger armor. It won't stagger like 3 or 4 storm vermin, but if there's like 1 storm vermin and a bunch of like little slave rats, yeah, you can actually keep that storm vermin staggered and safe. The Tuskos people will get you wrecked in that situation. You're gonna have to like back dodge even further and try to like poke the storm vermin down with headshots and then go in and clear the horde. But the thing is, the halberd can do exactly the same thing. So you get those like just consistent heavy ones, and this heavy one does a lot of freaking damage. Let me show you on a training dummy. Because we do get that bonus headshot damage as Huntsman. Like, that's nice damage. On the armor, let's see what it is. And then you have like the double chop into heavy. And I'm pretty sure these chops get extra crit chance. So they're really good, like, if you can get a couple off before getting into the Horde. Odds of, like, getting Swift Slaying procced are really nice. The Huntsman has that base bonus crit chance as well, so we'll do another DLC, even if it is just the pit. You get that base bonus crit chance on Huntsman as well, so, you know, it's just good for getting Swift Slaying up. And, like, he's just not a baby in melee as, like...
It starts out as plague and gets worse from there. Demon plants and tentacles, if that sounds familiar. If it doesn't, you ain't been paying attention. My contacts reckon it started in the pit, the town's poorest district. So do me a solid and get it stopped, would you?
Covered in mangy fur and filth.
Loner claims the Black Hook gang are involved. They'll answer to me. I promise you that.
We will know for certain once Sigmar guides us to their hideout.
Go back to Leland, but you can't argue with the results.
Warrior rats! Shield rat!
But yeah, the Halberd is just such a good elite killer, especially with a little bit of extra headshot damage. It just does the job, it puts the work in. And this thing staggering Ratlings with like no, like just giving zero fucks about aim punch is like, if you're new to playing with bots and like you're getting rolled because your bots go AFK on Ratlings, you know, this guy's just gonna be a really good special sniper. Man, this is a horrible spot to fight a Horde. Wow, he just didn't care about the stagger at all.
a coin in Bergenhafen, but not much finds its way in. Honestly, look, a warrior rat. Bloody black rats. Come on then, you blackbird bastard.
I never know which way to go on this map. But I very rarely go down this side, so we might as well give it a shot. I was going to swap back, but nope. Oh, and he took it, too.
Rat ogre, aren't you sick of him? Someone get his attention. Over here. Easy pickings for you.
Oh my god.
That's a hot rat. Caution learn, mates. This is how it's done.
The bots, like, will not let me shoot the rat ogre. I don't get to shoot the rat ogre, I get to kill slave rats. It's so fun. They've all died as well.
Stop fighting wounded bodies.
Uh...
The abomination falls. Patch up time, Jorikson. Thanks, Kruber. Head down. Look, potions. Hey, come here, black rat. Something in the shadows, mates. Got to run us down.
Oh, okay.
Blimey, a bit exciting hereabouts, isn't it, sir?
Stupid bots. See how long it takes them to get that.
Stay close to me, I see the path.
We are gonna have to bypass this patrol if possible. And I'm not really sure about the map, so... Oh, so they are coming down here.
That's a walk by a throw, I can't Deal vermin among them.
One eye. Think of all those heretics left to burn.
Kill that faggot! Lock them out! Instinct and power! Warrior rat! Let's wait. Patient script. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Bloody black rats.
Chaos warriors lumbering around.
Come here. Hogger, I'm still standing. Do it proper.
Stay alert, mates. Ain't no way we're not
Is that
being
all
watched.
you've got? You must have more.
Oh, thank you for taking the healing potion. I don't need that.
Wouldn't hurt you to say something nice once in a while, Carillion.
I swear, the bots are getting worse. I remember when the bots let you pick up heals. Now they don't. And they take them at stupid times.
Stolen from the Steinhagers. Oh, you daft buggers. Where's your greed got you now?
They're not even walking into the building.
Die. I knew it. An ambush. Just like beneath Kara's kick. Nail the windows shut.
Oh, that's great.
Here they come.
Take your best shot. Right here. Give me a good shot. What's for that brother?
Call your target. I'm off hunting.
Well, this is fun.
A little louder next time, please. I think there are ogres and the mountains of Lords still sleeping.
Keep them busy. Got something special for you there.
Hurry, sir.
Oh my, I can't. I did like 900 hours in this game and I can't do a simple freaking block cancel push into light.
Northland at night, on your toes, mate.
Fleeting shadow!
You stink stronger than you try. Rot shield, stand together. Rot shield. That's right, pure textbook. And fire from that.
If you see me like circling my crosshair like that, I'm trying to mess with their button reads. Okay, thanks game. My fault for having fun. Yeah, you can actually just make them, like, you can force them to run in a straight line if you just draw a circle around their hitbox. I was doing this with, what's his name? The big rat ogre in Devious Delvings. And you know how he starts in that like box? He couldn't get out of the box. Okay, the bot pulled the fucking overhead into me. I hate that. Like, please. I'm actually like not playing hideously and I don't deserve that. Again, he gets to peek the bots and punish me. And the safest thing to peek is the bots, because the bots don't shoot anything, they don't fucking do anything. Okay. Like, why? Why are they alive? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I can't stand them.
Looks like they go down. Can't see me now.
I just can't. Like, she literally runs in front of me. And then it's like, does she kill stuff? Like a human player would? Generally speaking. No, she just kind of grabs the aggro and then pulls it back into me.
Watch out! I killed the hook rat! I bet it's dwarf. No man, elf, or dwarf left behind. Get moving!
I think between today and tomorrow, I need to just like install and look at the True Solo mod, because as frustrating as it's going to be dealing with, like, the fact of the matter is that's the only learning curve, is just learn to deal with assassins on my own. The bots literally let them pounce me every single time anyway, so you know what I mean?
The Chaos Warrior's fallen.
Blunderbuss made short work of that end horde, though, man. When you can get stuff in a choke, especially with a strength pot, absolutely devastating. But yeah, this is one of those builds where it's way, way better to play with people. All you need to do is just control your friendly fire. That's it. Just don't like shoot your frontliners in the back when they're pushing into a horde. Now, I know I did that a bunch, but like, again, I don't care about bots, because if a human player runs in front of me into the horde, I can just kind of like switch to my melee and just push, and just they kill the horde. Sometimes you just watch them kill the horde with your gun out. Like, humans run in front of you and make space. Bots hide behind you and kite aggro into you, but also then randomly run in front of you and push stuff, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bots are just nonsense, complete nonsense. Like, look at how little they do. It's disgusting how little they do. And I'm telling you, I promise you, these 180 kills, these are like probably, I don't know, probably 100 of the kills on these bots are basically shared, especially between these two, because their damage is so low. These are almost certainly shared to some extent, and these guarantee you are shared to some extent, because all bots just instantly aggro onto the special and just start walking towards it. So there's no way they're not going to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 3 bots are being invested to deal with 1 gas rat or 1 rattling gunner. So it's essentially a shared kill. So this is why I say, it's like, no matter how bad the numbers look, the truth is so much worse. Like, if you were to actually think about, like, independent impact on that match, where it's like, you know, the bot just by itself is getting something done, like sniping a gas rat before it throws, or killing an assassin before it can pounce someone, you know, things like that, things that actually matter, rather than just like, you know, bouncing stuff around and pulling aggro around, and, you know, then just kind of like slowly, gradually helping to kind of like sweep up the horde after, you know, bouncing it around everywhere and spreading it all over the map. But yeah, we have the, you know, these are open, so people could join if you want. It's just the time is not right for it, really. It's Monday morning here. But as I say, fantastic. Like, if you want to get into like special sniping, this is such like when you, especially when you play with people, you know, you can go with this. This is probably on kata. This is probably like almost mandatory. And will have pretty good uptime because you always get elites with the hordes on kata. Well, the second waves. So I believe the hordes are all divided into 3 waves, unless it's an ambush. And in kata, the first wave has shields, the second wave has berserkers and maulers, I think. And then the third wave will have armor. So, you know, you're going to have elites, and you're going to be, in some cases, you're going to be just like getting that stacked 4 times just on like a pack of 4 plague monks or something, just boom, right off. And just have that huge 40% damage reduction to kind of go in with your melee or something. But even on Legend, that can be good. I like this because I find, like, particularly when you're trying to avoid friendly firing, just that extra speed is very, very helpful. It can also spare you from like getting into combat and stuff like that, which, you know, generally you want to be. You're still the special sniper when you play something like this. It's just, yeah, you have some ability to destroy hordes in chokes, you know, but as I say, not at the expense of like shooting your front line in the back. As I say, I shoot the bots in the back because the bots don't kill the stuff in front of them. I still have to kill the stuff in front of them. And the bots also won't clear a sightline. Human players, good human players at least, will clear you a sightline if they want you to shoot. Or if they just know you're shooting anyway and they don't want to get friendly fired. They're doing it purely out of self-preservation. But yeah, I think this is super fun build for the Huntsman. Surprisingly good ammo sustain. It's not the best against monsters. And it's kind of meh. You know, this could be fun. And this will probably be my last as well. But yeah, as I was saying, it's kind of mediocre against.
Still have our little ways of keeping eyes and ears down there, and something's going on at the Shallian Hospice. Whole thing reeks of chaos magic. Go and deal with it, would you? Things are bad enough already.
Right, mediocre is the wrong word. It's not amazing at boss damage, although again, it's decent enough against spawns. It's decent enough. It's pretty good against the spawn. It's okay against the rat ogre. It's pretty decent against troll. If you're good at it, and I'm not, but if you're good and you're really good at dodge dancing rat ogres, you can pretty consistently get blunderbuss shots in. Though that's probably easier against the spawn, to be completely honest, because you reload during the grab. Rat ogre, you probably have to use the halberd more so after like just a couple of initial blunderbuss shots, and obviously you're going to reload if it aggroes onto anyone else. But as a special sniping weapon, I rate it very highly. Oh, fantastic. I just don't understand it. Where are the bots? But as I say, if you were to compare it as like a special sniping weapon, it's like
That's a fire rat.
I almost put it up on the level of like the handgun, but it's
Fire rat's dead. Vermin gunner.
easier to use. Yeah, I didn't want the health bot. Thank you, bots.
See that? With the shorty around? Reckon I can take it. It's nothing. Just trading, that's all. Besides, couldn't do it without you.
Hush. Can't hear more coming. Drawn to the size of your swollen egos.
So the general thing is, compared to handgun, handgun one-shot body shots most specials. This honestly one-shot body shots most specials. At longer ranges, it doesn't necessarily kill the special, but what it will do is stagger it.
Anyone have some healing?
Okay.
Oh, they ain't using.
You've looked better than that.
And then they just like immediately charge in front.
Abomination in the world.
I don't know, man.
By the hammer. Supply the cap. Nothing Northlander. What should learn, mates? This is how it's done. Hook rat! The Strangler's dead! I killed the hook rat!
Completely silent hook rat. And that assassin, from what I saw, pounced through the freaking wall.
Ammunition here! Go on! Again! I can take it! That's a gas.
Like, he literally hides inside of my hitbox. So he's pulling aggro, physically pulling aggro into me. Like, his ult, if it weren't for the fact that his ult gives you me 20% power, there would genuinely be no... Like, Ironbreaker is as dangerous to me as he is helpful to me. It's just like, he is also helpful to me. And that's how pathetic it is with the bots. Most of the bots literally just don't do anything. Like, every single bot right now.
Your help won't bother us now. Down here.
What was that?
Yeah, I didn't want the strength part either.
That's a hot rat.
Got it on it. Think so. The market was topsy-turvy.
These Northlanders worship Nurgle, foulest of the dark gods, from what I hear.
You should never trade evils, Cromer.
For if one is the worst, then you might be tempted to kinship with the least. Right, well, sir. This Nurgle, he's pretty bad. Just like the rest of them. Are you mocking me? No, sir. Perish the thought, sir. Strike for Sigma and counter! Come on! Go on! Hit me harder!
He's trying to get me killed. Like, he legitimately ults and just runs behind me and then sits AFK holding his shield up. So, of course, he's not going to take any damage.
Through the door, quickly! That rat's got a reach, all right. Yeah, you killed the hot rat!
I sense how you will here.
Check your shot!
I think we're going to have to ditch the Ironbreaker bot again. As like, as
I was hurting. Besides,
I think we'll just take a Rage Event. At least his ult always benefits me and never hurts me.
Fighting warfire with steel and shock is no laughing matter. There! Assassin! Give them one! Over here! Quickly now! Fire rat!
There's 3 bots down there. 3 bots.
What fire thrower is no longer the threat? Oh, slap that black rat! Warrior rats! Oh, there's a lot of them. Looks like we've got us a rock shield. Come here. Clear and tall. Give me a good shot. Oh, nothing like. Try again. Harder. Fire rats. Fire rats down. There is the
big way. You suck. You're failure, assassin.
Yeah, as I say, I like Bluntsman. I think if you're... You know, everyone says, oh, Huntsman is, like, super hard to play. And I think that, like... Look, any range character... We have a strength file. We should be able to deal with this. The problem is, like, just how long will it take for them to actually give me the strength file? Why?
You need aid, Kruber.
There's genuinely no way. She's AFK hiding in a corner behind me. I just want to get away from them at this point. Like, I just don't want to be near them.
Here we are. Healing drop. Potion's going down me gob.
The funny thing is, we would have destroyed that patrol almost instantly if the bots had just let me have the strength potion rather than forcing me to take 2 potions to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything that happens that goes wrong is their fault. Like, aside from my own, you know, minor, you know, not minor, but okay, my own, like, mechanical and, you know, personal flaws of, like, not blocking when I need to block and blah, 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 blah. Even then, it's like... I did not mean to fall down there. The bots love to get you killed here, because if you do go down, they won't actually jump down. But yeah, it's wild. You will take many hits because of things the bots do. The bots will make you at a considerable disadvantage. To some extent, it's like they compensate for it. But then they do stuff like that, where it's like, they won't kill the gas rat, but they won't help me kill the gas rat. Or like here, we're not allowed to use this choke because every time I take a step back, the bots will just take a step back. Hiding behind us again. Like, this whole horde is just free if you're playing with, like, even a somewhat not complete head empty set of human beings because you have the ammo crate there. Like, all you need is, like, someone to just stand in that choke and do that every now and then. But the bots, who are the gods of pushing, apparently, is the only thing they want to do, but they won't actually do it in a useful way. It's like, they just do not make space. In fact, they make the opposite of space. They take space away from you. Because they run behind you and they kite aggro into you. Which, like, it's like there's a difference between having stuff aggro onto you and having stuff still be in like. If you like, okay, basically, if you run from the rats have like two movement states. They have like a running state, the rats and all the enemies, and the bots will like pull them into you full in run state, so they get to just like charge at you. Where like if the bots were trying to get on you, they leave that run state like much sooner.
Keep them busy. I've something special to prepare.
Because this game works with this system like where basically you have invisible slots around you and the rats want to try to occupy those slots, and there's only a certain number of those slots that can be occupied.
Down here, are you all flying?
We can't let them finish that. Oh, whatever it is.
But this guy is not bad for playing with bots, to be completely honest. Like, as a like, I thought I heard of Sakrat. Any rage character is going to suck with bots to some extent, because if you leave combat, they just leave combat with you. So the bots is constantly running at you, but at the same time, they're not running at you like in a straight line in the way they would be if you personally were kiting them back solo. So they're also like spread out and weird to shoot and very hard to kind of like corral and manage.
Numbers sell the best skill. Let's do it. Admit it, you hit him by mistake.
Put rat prowling, don't get caught. The chaos magic turns on its wheels now. I can't deny that you know how to kill elves. Pardon? Wait. 2 known regiments vanished without trace of Hogger's Page. Elf?
Ow.
A chaos man! See that? Assassin's coming. Another bloody rat, and this time with a flamethrower. Oi!
Totally makes sense that I had to eat that damage, of course.
Pressing in. Come, backstabber. Face me, bleed to bleed.
That's better. One less chaos warrior. Secret! Yeah, you stay down, sneaker. You're a splendid for your regiment. It's all service, sir. We all crack heads in the same cause. I've lost mates to chaos warriors. I don't want to lose more. But tell you, that wound needs banging. What a stick! Shaven slaver! Call your target. I'm off punching. Bad Johnny! Now let's go! That's a storm burning! Righteousness will deliver us.
Yeah, dropping down for the Chaos Warriors is definitely the play. I don't like doing it because I get flashbanged so badly down there.
Done ready.
But if you are ready for it, Oh, thank you.
You stink stronger than you try. Hey, here's where the accidents. Go on, again. I can take it. Armor is no defense against the righteous.
So if you get right up in their face with a crit, like from your ult, you can just one tap a Chaos Warrior pretty nicely with this Blunderboss. So it's one of those things. Like if you, as I say, if you compare it to the handgun, it's like the handgun is a better special cipher if it's not being aim punched. I would say it's just flatly worse if it's being aim punched. This thing doesn't care about aim punch, and that's its power, and that's why it's useful against with bots. Because bots will let you take all sorts of stupid damage when you're trying to snipe specials because they all just go AFK to run at the special. And no one covers you with the rats. And because they don't... It's one of those things where it's like, obviously, yes, humans also tend to tunnel vision on elites and specials. But humans kill stuff. That's the difference. Like, the odds that there are just rats everywhere underfoot at any random moment when you're playing with people compared to when you're playing with bots. When you're playing with bots, it's all the time. When you're playing with people, it's sometimes when you're under a lot of pressure. They can't clear the horde quickly enough. But usually people are killing stuff. As you can see, again, the bots just don't kill anything. These two especially. And this guy, he's getting to the point where I'm just thinking, like, okay, we're just going to get a ranger bet and not have the danger of, like, of him just, like, you know, running behind us while ulting. But again, so I think decent little exhibition of the Bluntsman. Like I say, if you want to get into Huntsman and you don't want to have to hit those headshots, like, there is nothing wrong with Bluntsman. It is really nice. The stagger, or like, it's like you think, okay, I have a shotgun, I can't really deal with gas rats. It's just not true. He has double the range of a normal character, and you know, the specials are rarely like across the map, and if they are, they're not that, they shouldn't be that threatening to you. So it's like, yes, okay, it's not as good at getting rid of like a distant gas rat or a distant Blightstormer as the handgun. Again, I would argue that in some ways it's better against ratlings because it's just so consistently staggers them at almost any range, gives you time to run up on them. You can just keep Ratling staggered forever while you run up on it, as long as you have ammunition and space to reload. But generally speaking, you're only going to need to like shoot once, run forward a little bit, finish it off. And half the time you can get into melee and finish it with your halberd with the, you know, ammo savior. But so I would argue in many ways it's better against ratlings than the handgun or the repeater. It's very, very good at killing assassins before they can get on you. It's, you know, it's one of the only weapons that, like, it's dangerous to have a ranged weapon out when there's an assassin looking at you. Like, you're taking a lot on the fact that you're going to hit a pretty difficult shot. You're risking everything on it. With this, it's not that big a risk. You just kind of have to be vaguely looking at that direction, pardon me, and, you know, boom. Only a few pellets need to touch them and it just blows them out of existence. And it's very good at dealing with hook rats as well, even through a decent chunk of horde, because it will just wipe the horde. And yeah, so comparing it to the handgun, it's much better at making space for you. It's much better at dealing with like monks, fanatics. It's much better at dealing with maulers. It's much easier to keep the ammo economy up. And, you know, it's kind of a wash with specials, which, as I say, is the crazy thing, because you think this thing's going to suck at dealing with specials. And the truth of it is, it's good at specials. Like, because even if it doesn't kill, it staggers. So it stops them doing the thing that is dangerous, gives you time to deal with them. Yeah, and with the 30% ult cooldown, like, you have your ult like pretty consistently, especially like you just got to get a bit of confidence, get in there, get into the horde with that halberd. you get your ult back so fast when you're actually like chopping up the horde. This thing has really good cleave. I don't understand. I've heard a lot of people say like you have to play behind people when you're playing with the halberd, and it's just not true. You just need to spam those pushes a little bit and just keep tapping those light ones, and you know, you back dodge, and if you can get in like a really nice little choke, you have swift swing up and you can just go in like light 1 into heavy 2. That's one of the single best horde clear combos in the game. Light 1 is not so good because it doesn't cleave armor. But as I say, it can do a little bit of stagger on the armor. It can be reasonably safe. And of course, you know, you're looking to pick elites out of the horde if you can with your like long stabs. Anyway, that's enough of my yapping. We don't really have many viewers this morning, which is, you know, to be expected Monday morning and everything. Anyway, thanks to anyone who did check it out. I really appreciate it. And we'll stream again tomorrow at a more reasonable time. I don't know why I've been getting up so early, but I have. And yeah, it is what it is.